it's been really amazing. I learned loads. I learned things that I don't want to do in future, like not have a plan. Um, and the plan is not necessarily that I know what I'm going to do, but I have a plan about what I do with me, and then that makes more stuff happen in the yoga. So yeah, so I'm just thinking about things like that. Awe, I have no idea what awe means right now, but I have an idea of the movements that we will create or make together that will cultivate awe. Going into the solstice, yeah, I have to say I love the solstice. I love it. I love everything about it. I love the idea of it. I love it. It's like the elemental, seasonal, sun moment of the year for me. Um, and yeah, grace has been, I feel much stronger because of grace. Like when I'm lifting the wheelbarrow or lifting bags of stuff around the farm, I really feel the sense that my belly is more able to hold the weight of my arms. And I think that's directly because of grace, because of that something happens, that something. It's been really, yeah, I feel different. So I'd love to know how you feel. How do you feel after Grace? Like, what has it done to you? What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? And so, come, Sunday yum on the floor. Come, come. So, knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. You're lying on your back, your knees are bent. Nice. And then just begin to rock your knees from side to side. Nice. Draw your right knee up towards you, squeeze it in, hug it deeply down. And then let your left leg travel or go into zoomies. That idea that your leg grows out of your belly and there's a last little bit of more at the end, and that as you travel the range, that you're really conscious of the movement. Grace has been really deeply about finding the root of my limbs in my torso, the strength of my limbs in my torso. Nice, one more time. Cool, change. Left knee in, squeeze it up, zoomies with the right leg. How does your leg grow or extend or affect or engage the deep of your belly? How do you find those sensations in your body? One more time. Nice. Both feet to the floor. So the next movement, we're going to do a lot of the class repeating this movement, but in loads of different shapes and contexts. Okay, so arching your lower back and then flatten your lower back down. Arching your lower back and flattening your lower back down. So as you move, just feel in the real deep simplicity of arching, flattening down, arching, flattening down. Great. Draw your right knee up towards you. Don't hold too firmly because your leg has to move a bit. And then arch your lower back and you'll feel your knee push into your hand. And then draw your lower back down. You can squeeze your right knee a little bit closer. So arching, flattening down, arching, flattening down. So really, it's not about your leg. It's about, for me, it's like I take my goggles, my internal goggles, and I really focus on the arching and the flattening down of my spine. And when I'm doing this, it's crooked right now. I'm like, God, it's crooked. And of course it is, because your two legs are different. Therefore, your pelvis is tilted because your two legs are different. Change. Left knee up towards you. Hold it lightly. Arching. Flattening down. Again, I'm crooked. Interesting sensations in the deep of my psoas, the deep of my belly, As I flatten down, as I arch, flatten down, arch. One more time. Flatten down and arch. Nice. Stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling and hold lightly to your leg. You can have your knee bent if you wish. It doesn't really matter. It's just about leg up, hold onto your leg and arch. And make the movement really wholesome. Like now as I do it, I'm like arching my back and flattening down, so it's not a mechanical movement. I feel like I'm a manta ray in the ocean, this like, this kind of very expansive, soft, like, yeah, yum feeling in my back rather than arching, flattening, arching, flattening, arching, flattening. I love it. Great. Stretch the left leg up towards your ceiling. Be like a manta ray. So really slow it down. Be expansive. Like include your chest in what you're doing. Include your shoulders. Use your feet. Become more like a jellyfish, more wholesomely, softly expansive in your body, but still arching and flattening down. Nice. And drop your foot to the floor. Bring your right ankle to the top of your left knee. Arch your lower back and flattening down. So now this is a really interesting one for me because something starts to happen and I'm starting to notice the difference between the different movements. So like a manta ray, arching and flattening down. Really smooth, steady, whole body movement happening. Nice change. Left foot up. Arching, flattening down. And just slow it down. For me, these knee out ones really catch some deep stuff in my hips, really acknowledge the sides of my pelvis, the deep of the psoas. Just notice for you, what do you meet? What do you come into relationship with? Like what parts of you do you know better because you're doing this? One more time. Nice. Drop your foot to the floor. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Bring your arms wide. Drop your knees down to the right. Let them drop deeply, resting into your belly. Back up to center. Drop your knees down towards the right, left. And back to center. Nice. Bring your ankles so your ankle bones are touching. Drop your knees down to the right. And then glide your left knee up in the direction of your shoulder. Change. Right knee up in the direction of your shoulder. And just meet the deep of the back of your buttock, your sacroiliac joint. And always, like, all we're doing is mapping this vast territory of you. It's like we're cartographers and we're walking the mountains of the savannah of your back, the wild Mexican outback of your back. And so as we move, we're going, oh, look, there's a mountain here. And oh, look, there's a valley we've never been in before. And what's happening in here? Or how, when I move like this, what happens? And how, when I move like that, what happens? And how resilient is this part of me? Or do I always have to take care when I'm doing this? And it's not about some perfection in the future that we're looking for. It's knowledge in this moment that we're looking for. It's deeper knowing of yourself. Wow, that's so cool. Manta ray and deeper knowledge of yourself. Great, how cool. So squeeze your knees up towards you and just rock from side to side. And just feel that through your spine, through the deep of you. Nice. Roll over and come up to sit. So you're Hands around your thighs, your legs are straight, and just round deeply into your back. And then arch your back. And try and arch from your bum all the way to the back of your head. Nice. Rounding from your bum to the back of your head. Arching. So if you're doing this first thing in the morning, this is a really groany, achy one. Rounding. Arching. Rounding. Arching. Nice. Bend your knees. Hands to your knees or behind your knees. And then rounding. Arching. Pull on your knees. Rounding. Arching. So again, be like a manta ray. It's not a mechanical thing you're trying to do. It's this like whole body expansive sense of the whole of you moving, rounding and arching. Nice. Tuck your left foot in so it's between your right foot and your buttock. Hold on to your right knee and gently, steadily arching and rounding. Just here, like when I do this, I start to kind of talk a bit like this because it just meets such an amazingly powerful layer of me. Rounding and arching. Nice. Change. Right foot between your left foot and your buttock. Hold on to your knee. Arching. Rounding. Arching. Rounding. Arching. Rounding last time. Nice. Both legs straight out in front of you. Just roll into your belly. Similar movement, but different. And then in the other direction. So we're going to include our arms, but remember your arms have weight. So if the last movement was strong enough for your back, then stay there. Otherwise, let's move a little bit deeper. So pull your elbows back as you arch your back. Really draw your elbows back. And as you round, really gently, feeling how the weight feels in your back, reach your arms forward. Pull your elbows back. Don't strain your back. With this much weight on your arms, if you're holding something or if you have the weight on your arms, just feel like that cartographer idea. Like, how do I map my body doing this right now? Not some perfect idea of anything other than how am I? What's happening? How do I move in wellness? Nice. One more time. Nice. Both hands are forward in front of you. Pull your right elbow back, bow and arrow. Reach forward. Pull your left elbow back, bow and arrow. Forward. Just do that a few times. Elbow back. And elbow back. Really feel that same kind of manta ray expansion of your body. Nice. Bend both elbows in. Slowly reach both arms up. Hear the deep of your belly as you reach up. And then bending your elbows, drop your head down. Reaching up. Rising from your sit bones into your fingertips. Coming down. Rising up. Maybe looking up. Coming down. Last one. Rising up. Looking up. Coming down. Nice. So, bring your 2 feet together, your knees apart, feet together. Spiral your right knee in so you're in zigzag, or Mihal, stick your leg out. It's going to be forever now. And then, so either your right leg is long or somewhere over there, okay, right? Somewhere that's comfortable. And then bring your hands, right hand is in front of your left knee, and left hand is square to it as such. And then try and bring your nose down towards the floor. Just get your nose down in the direction of the floor. And then straighten your arms and look up and forward. Nice. Rounding your back. Bring your nose down towards the floor. And then arching your back up. Rounding down. Arching up. Nice. Other side. Soles your feet together. Spiral or stick your leg out long. Bring your hands, so your left hand is in front of your right knee and right hand is square to it. And then drop your nose down, rounding, or your forehead down, and then arching. Nice. Rounding. Arching. One more time. Rounding. Arching. Find your inner manta ray. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Hold on to your ankles. And just looking upwards. And then rounding your back forwards. Looking upwards. And forward. Nice. If you have a microphone on, take your microphone off. And then wrap yourself around and give yourself a hug. So, day 28. Maybe this is that you do Sundays only. Awesome. Maybe you've done every single day of grace. Maybe you're doing this in the future. Maybe you're here live. Maybe you're here tonight. Maybe you're here tomorrow. Any of the above. Just give yourself a hug and well done for turning up in the midst of all the more that's happening in our lives right now. That you turned up and were resourced and resilient enough to make time. Change your hug. You listened to ranges in your body. You paid attention. You were an inner cartographer mapping the deep oceans and, that would be an oceanographer. Deep mountains. Maybe you're an oceanographer. Anyways. And you were a manta ray this morning. So amazing. Sitting up really tall, get taller. Breathe into your belly. Eyes to the right. Just let a yawn or a sigh emerge. Eyes to the left. Lower your hands down. Come lie on your back. Come all the way down, lie on your back. Rest yourself in. Maybe rock your knees from side to side. Maybe draw your knees up onto your chest. Maybe twist. Maybe, who knows? You know loads now. So what would be really lovely for your body? So if you've been turning up here regularly for the last, is it a year and whatever amount of months? 5 months? 4 months? You have skills. You know loads. So right now, lie on the floor and move in a way that's wholesome for the next minute and a half. That might be stillness. That might be all kinds of different yum. I will see you all Wednesday morning. So right now, every once in a while this happens. I have no yoga until Tuesday night. And so I have a little pocket of no teaching of yoga. It's quite exciting. I'm going to go off and plan and think and design. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Wednesday morning already. So be well. And I'll see you then.